transfer the thing before I started. Oh, hold on. I'm letting y'all tune in right quick. I just had some little thoughts, like, wow, awesome aha moments. Some aha moments. And I'm sitting at home at my desk working. What I'm learning is, what made me go live is, Johnny Myers just posted a thing on his Facebook page about working smarter and not harder. And it was saying, it was a guy, I don't know who the guy is, but he was saying working hard is never going to pay off. The rich people never work hard. And we often heard when we were growing up, work hard, work pays off. What I wish our parents would have said is dedication pays off, not hard work. Because that made me, when I was growing up, thinking that I needed to physically work hard. Because like right now, I'm going to tell you, I haven't had a job since 2016. And that job I left. I was a mortgage underwriter at Bank of America. And granted, I was sitting at a desk just like I am now. Hold on. Let me do some transfers around. I was sitting at a desk like I am right now. I can't remember the amount. And I was doing, my work was a lot of mental work. It was, it wasn't physical work. It was a lot of smart, you had to be pretty smart to be an underwriter. So it was mental work. 748. Okay. So I was sitting at my desk working like that, like a dog, man. I'm sick of this thing. I'm sick of doing it. I'm tired of it. And we always were told, go to work hard, it'll pay off. But now I look back at it, and it's like the people who told me that, they weren't going anywhere. Select account 2. I'm going to move it. Wait a minute. Which one is it? I always forget my VyStar account numbers. VyStar. Y'all, I had this little book right here. Now, I know a lot of people may be at work, but I'm just going to talk anyway. VyStar. No, it would be up here. Bam. It's under my business accounts. That was my VyStar basic. Okay, I got it. It's that one. Here. One time. See. Bam. That's done. Whew, thank you, Jesus. God, good. So that's there. That's done. At least that's done. But I just kind of wanted to go live for a minute. I want to tell you about my day yesterday. Yesterday, me and my sister, we signed up for this free ClickFunnels. It's a mentorship, and it's teaching you about ClickFunnels. Now, I've read books and I've heard business people, business books talk about ClickFunnels, and I'm like, what's a ClickFunnel? And they were saying that ClickFunnels, you can generate a lot of leads. You can get, you can get a larger email subscription list. Because like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reach more people than just on my Facebook page, than just on my Instagram, than just on my TikTok, than just on my YouTube. Because honestly, a lot of them are the same people. So business wise, my goal is to reach more people who are not my social media friends. And being honest, the only way to really, really make it is to get people. Like I don't really make money off of anybody that I know. Nobody that I really know gets their house clean. Nobody comes and gets their car washed. Nobody comes and uses our rental cars. Nobody does. Really. I've met people that do, but when I say my immediate family, my friends, nobody uses Kitty's Custom Cleaning. Nobody uses Kitty's car wash. Nobody uses Kitty's car rentals. Nobody uses really Kitty's vacation rentals. Nobody uses Kitty's laundry services. Nobody uses Kitty braids. Nobody in my immediate family and my friends use our service. So what I've been doing is, the reason that my name is Kitty's Custom Cleaning on Facebook is so that people who don't know me know that I have a cleaning service. And the reason that I post on Facebook all the time is so that you know what we're doing. But I know in order to get where I really need to get, I need to reach more people outside of my social media friends. So what I'm doing right now is I'm working smarter. I heard about ClickFunnels. And I said, I need to find out what ClickFunnels is. So, as I was watching the podcast the other day with Myron Golden, a ClickFunnel came through. I didn't know that what it was at the time, but a ClickFunnel came through about a mentorship program that they're offering. And they want to teach you how to start using ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is like it's like a whole IT thing that they have going on over here. But what it does is it takes in, when people are looking up, you know how you say Google looking at you? Like Google must have heard what I said. A lot of that's ClickFunnels. So what happens is you click on something and they see that it's your interest. And that interest is what I already paid to have pulled into my algorithm. So therefore my business has a little pop-up under it. When my business pops up, you click on it. It might say, hey, 10% off your first cleaning with Kitty's Custom Cleaning. And then what I do is you sign up for the website, you click on it, and you subscribe. So then you subscribe, and what that does is that gives me your email. Now I can start sending you emails from Kitty's Custom Cleaning. What that does is that reaches a whole new audience, a whole new set of people. So instead of me just being stuck and only being able to advertise to my Facebook friends, my Instagram, people on Instagram, people on TikTok, now when people are online, they use ClickFunnels. Hey, John. Hey, Lamisha. They use ClickFunnels. They don't use, not the users, but the owners. So you click on something. I see that you're typing in cleaning in Google. And you're typing in, Jacksonville cleaners, because you're looking for somebody to clean your house. And what'll happen is when you type that in, my little ad will pop up in there. Hi, this Kitty's Custom Cleaning. So like I said, I can just do whatever I want to say. 10% off your first cleaning. And then you go to our website and we say, put your email in here. And then you put the email in. Then I send you a little thank you. Then I send you an email, basically for 10% off your first cleaning. All because you clicked. And I use the app, not even the app, the website called ClickFunnels. Now that's getting me outside of the realm of people that I know. Because in order for us to make money, we really have to stop just only relying on our Facebook friends and our family and stuff. We need to go out. We need to be able to find a way to, let me put this in front. Sorry. I have my laptop here because I'm working at the same time. We need to be able to find a way to access people that are not in our circle or our 7 degrees of separation. You get what I'm saying? And ClickFunnels is a way to find that. Oftentimes as business owners, we get frustrated because we have a product that we know is good, but we don't have a way to really put it out there to people. So like, Nene, you do marketing. You market real good. You do all of that stuff like that. But in order to reach other people who may be looking for it outside of the Facebook friends, outside of Instagram and TikTok, it's like, how do I find a way to reach these people? How can I reach these people that I don't know that actually would use my services because they need it? Hey, John, because they need my services. So as a business owner, that's one of the things that we're trying to find. And that's why I said with ClickFunnels. So yesterday, I'm taking a 5-day program. It's Monday through Friday. And with Thursday, I'm going to Disney. And I'm still going to listen to it with my headset because it's really good. So yesterday, me and Tracy, we were both taking it. And while we were cleaning up, we were both on the webinar with our headset, listening to them tell us what ClickFunnels is and how ClickFunnels works and all of this stuff. And it was like, first of all, the trial is free. So Friday, when I saw it, I was like, hey, I can't lose, because in Myron Golden's book, he talks about ClickFunnels. And he said, if you don't know what a ClickFunnel is, refer to this book. But it's basically being able to reach other people outside of social media, outside of passing out business cards. You get what I'm saying? So you'll end up getting a whole email list of people, and then people, that stuff will direct them to your website. So now you're being able to advertise to people who are outside of your circle, who are outside of your social media, because our social media often looks exactly like we are. So we need to find a way to reach people who aren't exactly like we are, but who do need our product or services. And I said, what can I lose? And that's a thing where I'm learning to work smarter, not harder. The smarter means that at 12 o'clock, I'm going to log in and I'm going to finish listening to this webinar. And today we're going to actually set up our own little ClickFunnels site, so I can see how it works. What I was saying is, growing up, they told us work hard. Hard work pays off. But we never really seen anybody who worked hard make it to the top. You get what I'm saying? They just always worked hard. Like, work hard. Go to work. Clock in. That's how you get rich. And that never happens. The hard worker never makes it to the top. And my goal is, I want my money to flow so I can do what I want to do with the least amount of physical and time constraining effort. I don't want to have to go and sit like right now. I'm at my desk. I'm working at my leisure. I'm working on my own time. I don't want to add any more duties to myself. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I need to go clean the toilet, wash the car, this. I'm trying to learn. I'm learning how to make money without adding task. There we go. So I'm learning to work smarter, not harder, because you only have but so much time during the day. And if you're working 2 and 3 and 4 hours of overtime every day, that wears on you. I had a conversation with my daughter the other day, and we were talking like we're going to Hollywood Studios Thursday. And I was like, you know what? If my money was right, we can leave there on Friday, leave Orlando on Friday and jump on this cruise. Because I truly have the time now. I've worked it where my time is open. All I need to do is get the money. So what I'm doing is I'm finding ways to get the money, because I found a way to make systems work so that my time is not even constrained. Like right now, the Airbnbs are full, the cars are rented, the guy up there cleaning the cars, the cleaning crew out there cleaning houses. So things are being done. What I'm trying to do is figure out a way to make more of the money, because I've made the freedom. You get what I'm saying? But what that requires is that I have to take these mentorships. I have to get on these webinars. Let me see how the people who are living like I want to live, what they do. Hey, Ray, there we go. God damn it. That was it. Many times we think that God gave other people a secret sauce. That's why they ain't got to work so hard. That's why they don't have to do this. That's why I don't have to do that. What they do is they mimic other successful people. So if I, like with mine, if my life is not like exactly like I want it, what I do is I go out and find other people who life is like I want it. And often those are the people who are taking mentorship, they're giving mentorships. One thing we cannot do in life is assume we already know it all. Oh, I know that part. I know this here. If you knew what you thought you knew, then that stuff would be working. You get what I'm saying? If we knew what we thought we knew, because we're so quick to say, nah, I know that part. I know this and I know that. But if we knew what we thought we knew, we would be financially free. We would be free with our time. We'll be free with our peace. So what I do is I get on these webinars. I don't know any of these people. These people don't look like me. They don't sound like me. They don't nothing. But what they do have is what I want. So I have to step out of my comfort zone and go over there so I can find out, hey, LaShawn, I can find out how they're doing what I want to do. I want to be able to leave on Thursday, go to Disney, leave Disney, Friday, jump on a cruise. I've made it where my time can do that. Now all I need is the money. So let me see what I need to do to get to the money, because I figured out how to do the time. And if I figured out how to do the time, I can definitely figure out how to do the money. So I'm getting on here with Russell Brunson. If you want to know who that is, take that name down and Google it. It'll blow your mind. Most of these people, we have no idea. Our community don't talk about these type of people. So we have to reach out and find these people. So I'm getting on with Russell Brunson about ClickFunnels so that I can find a way to reach people who need my services, who are outside of my circle. We'll never make it in our circle, and we'll never get rich working for a job. Not saying that we won't be well off and comfortable, but our time. They told us work hard, then retire. So you mean to tell me I got to work for these people at least 5 days a week? I got to beg them for when I want to be off. Then I have to go and wait till I'm 60, 65 to retire to enjoy life. I look good right now. I want to enjoy my life right now. I don't want to wait till I'm wrinkly and old to go trying to go to the beach on Friday through Monday. Hey, Latasha, I don't want to wait till then. I want to do my shit right now. So what that means is, what I do is I go to the end of the sentence. The end of the sentence is, this is what I want to do. And then I backtrack to figure out how can I do it. So if this is what I want to do, if my goal is financial freedom and time freedom, what I have to do is backtrack to find out how to make that happen. Think about that. Many times what we'll do is we'll just be living and don't have an end game to this thing. Like, I'm telling y'all something. I woke up this morning thinking, I'll be 50 this year, and I'm being transparent. I'll be 50. My cycle and everything still comes on regular like clockwork. I said, you know what? I ain't got time to be sitting around here with no BS men, no nothing or nothing, because at the end of the day, how long is it going to stay on? How long do I have left that I'm going to be ovulating and wanting it? I ain't got time to play. I'll be 50. So in October, I'll be 50. And at 50, my cycle comes on every single month like clockwork. That means I ovulate, even though my tubes are tied, so don't get that right. That means I ovulate. That means I actually want my man. Like physically want. I have all my lady parts. I don't have a hysterectomy or nothing. But when it comes down to Mother Nature, how much time do I have left that it's going to actually stay like this? So that means I ain't got time to be playing. If this shit ain't working out between me and you, I got to move on. I'm on a time constraint right here. So I ain't sitting around hemming and hawing over no man, that. Because honestly, I have to deal with my reality. I can't deal with how I want things to be. My reality is this. And what happens is many of us we don't deal in our realities. We deal in what we want things to be versus how they actually are. I realize I've made my time free. My youngest is 31. My daughters are 31 and 32. My grandbaby is even 8 years old. I'm free. I don't go and clock in. So during the day, at night, I'm free. I get to set the schedule that I live on. If I want to go somewhere, I can because I'm free. So what I have to do is find a way to get the money to keep the freedom. You get what I'm saying? I have to deal with my actual reality. Cherie says, so true. Kenyatta says, right. LaShawn says, good stuff. It's true. We got to think about that. Deal in our reality and then figure out how to make what we really want to be our reality come into fruition. You get what I'm saying? So what I have to do is I have to get on these webinars. Let me see how these people doing what they doing. You know, God didn't reserve a separate place for people on earth. Yeah, we black and maybe we behind a little 8 ball because our parents didn't know. But does the buck stop with me? Do I pass on a great way of thinking or do I pass on poverty? What do I show my grandbaby? Like last week, y'all go back on my page. I was talking to, and she broke her wrist, y'all, the other day too. That was the same day. But it was raining last Thursday. Remember last Thursday, it poured down. So by the time I picked her up from school, it was sunshine. And she was like, I knew it was going to be sunshine because I was thinking positive. And she just over there in the passenger seat, yapping. I cut my recorder on my video. I said, Camille, say what you just said to me. And she was saying, and these are not my words. These are words from an 8-year-old's mouth. She was like, you got to be positive. You can't be negative. If you think negative, it just won't happen. But if you think positive, it might. And this is her little hands. It might happen. And she's eating McDonald's fries at the same time. And she's like, hey, before we go, think positive. Don't think negative. This is her words. These are not my words. But what made me so proud is the fact that she actually listens when we speak, when I speak and my daughter speaks. And what made me even happier is that the fact that we talk like that. If we talked a whole different type of way, what she would have said would not have been that. She would have said some negative stuff, some mediocre stuff. But she was that thing was coming out of an 8-year-old mouth. I said, you know, my baby might be a motivational speaker one day. This is off the 8-year-old dome. The 8-year-old dome just started spitting it. And I'm just in the car and I'm listening. I'm like, Camille, say what you just said. So at 8 years old, she's speaking like that. She's thinking like that. It's a moral obligation that I do my best so that she can do her best. I want my ceiling to be my granddaughter's floor. If my ceiling is at my feet, that means her floor is at her feet and she got so much to go. But if my ceiling is way up here, this is her bottom. If my top is here, her bottom is already high. And in this day and age, it's so easy to get to the top. I want her to soar But it's so many mediocre people that don't try, don't push, that my baby can just step on heads. You know, she can just walk into school and just step on people simply because they're laying down and not trying. So if I teach her to push, even when she's uncomfortable, but the person sitting next to her in class, they don't have that type of stuff going on in their family where they talking about stuff like that. My baby, that's a gnat, y'all. My baby can soar. Like soar. And we have to think about that. What are we passing on? Are we passing on poverty, heartache, bullcrap? Or are we passing on greatness, wealth, positive mindset, just stuff like that? You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said the thing it just says working smarter. That's all it says. And what I'm trying to do is learn to work smarter. And that's what I want the takeaway from this live to be. To work smarter, we have to step out of our comfort zone. It's a must. Nothing grows in the comfort zone. Y'all, most of the time, comfort zone is just what we know. It hurts. I could have still been over at Bank of America underwriting loans. I could have been bragging about how long I've been at that job, which to me is not a flex. But that's just me. Ain't nothing wrong with being in the job a long time. But that would have been my only claim to fame. I done been over here 20 years. I done been over here 10 years. So what? You've been doing the same shit for 10 years don't mean you growed a bit. That just means you comfortable with doing the same single thing for 10 years, 15 years. Anybody can do that. Anybody, you let a cow out to graze, he just gonna graze. He do the same thing every day. Tony said, I'm with you on that. Think about it. That ain't a flex. That's like some people say, how many people made it to 40 without being a grandparent? And people are like, yeah, me. Bitch, that's not a flex. Because my daughter didn't get pregnant by the time I turned 40, now it's a flex for me. If you looking to flex off of something like that, you need to get yourself together. Because you ain't really got nothing to flex on. You flexing on bullcrap. It's amazing what the low self-esteem and unaccomplished people will try to do to continue to call something a flex. I got weave and it's $300. So you spent $300, but you don't got no college plan for your baby. You don't take that baby to tutoring and that baby can't read. But you got $300 hair and baby hair. So, okay, Stanley, okay, Tony, straight up. You got on a expensive purse, but your car need an oil change. What's an oil change? Your tires need rotating. Bitch, girl, they bald. What's that? But you got this expensive purse on. If you don't go set yourself down somewhere, it's amazing what black people would consider a flex. A flex for me is like, okay, y'all, this is my hair. I've been growing these locks for 14 years. One of the main reasons that I grow locks now is because I don't like to pay for all that weave and stuff. And I don't like to go to the hairdresser all the time. And my money. If I go all the time, I'm spending money at the hairdresser. My girl Gigi hooks me up. And I go like once a month, maybe a month and a half. I could have actually took a style. I can make a style last 2 or 3 months if I wanted to. But that's less money I got to spend on my hair, but I still look good. I don't wear nails. Mainly, I'm a cleaning lady. And sometimes I have to get out there and wash cars. And the amount of money that costs me every 2 weeks, I'm going. I'm putting that money up to my grandbaby college fund. So while they around here talk, chat, doing their fingers and stuff like this, that little baby that just said, you got to think positive, you can't think negative. In 10 years, because she's 8, she'll have money to go to college. Because I would have taken that little extra, that little money that didn't seem like nothing and put it up for her. So now she got some money. She can go. And let's say, Lord willing, let's just say she keep being smart like she is. My grandbaby can read. She can read. She keep being smart like she is, and she keep thriving. She might get a scholarship. Now, all that money can go to her master's if she wanted. Or she could take the money and use it on down payment for a house or something. She could take the money and take it, and she can get her house built with that money. So now, just imagine where we would be had our parents had the money to at least give us the down payment for our houses. Imagine where we would be had our parents had the money to at least give us the down payment for our houses. Because many of us don't have a house. So now, think about that when you $10, $15, and $20 in the bill and the liquor and different stuff like that. What if you took it and put some of it aside so that when your child, your grandchild or somebody is ready to purchase the home, you can at least say, here go the down payment. And the reason I say that, my background is mortgage underwriting. You can have, a down payment can be a gift. So imagine you giving them $20,000, $10,000, and they put towards their home. The minute they purchase that home, now they have somewhere. They have a home. So they're not dropping money into a money pit. They can use that equity to build on the home. They can use equity from the home to purchase another home. They can use equity on the home to purchase a rental property. But at the end of the day, they will have a solid foundation. And Black people, our main two things to start generational wealth is home ownership and life insurance. Many of us don't own a home and we don't have any life insurance. Home ownership and life insurance are the two main things that get Black people to the next level. So we have to think deep when it comes to our family. Think deep when it comes to things like that. So people see me laughing and having a good time because I'm going to enjoy myself. But I think on stuff like that. Home ownership and life insurance. Usually if you don't have a home, you're not paying for life insurance. And I'm not talking about that little life insurance that they pay. They take out your check every 2 weeks, a $10 policy. That if you don't even stay on the job, they ain't gonna pay it out because you ain't there. I'm talking about one that you pay for yourself. Home ownership and life insurance are our main two things. And most people who own a home have life insurance, but those are people who really think a little deeper. They're thinking past today. They're thinking past 2 weeks from now. You get what I'm saying? They're thinking. Those are our foundations. So the thing is to work smarter, not harder. And that's what I'm finding in life. And I know that right now, I'll be 50 this year. My time is valuable, baby. I ain't wasting it on no bull. I'm not going to not enjoy my life. I am going to enjoy my life. And I'm going to find ways so that I can be free financially so that I can enjoy my life even more. Like right now, let's just say I didn't want to get on this webinar at 12 o'clock. I'm free. I am free. Like I can go and drive to Wisconsin right now if I wanted to. I'm like, I can't even believe how free I am. I remember having to be to work at 8 and get off at 5 and do that Monday through Friday. But then we would have overtime and I just wouldn't have no freedom. And I didn't even know better that things could be different. So now all I need is to find a way. Since I found a way to get the freedom, I got to find a way to get to the money. So now I figured out a way to get to the freedom because I done took a lot of mentorships, read a lot of books and all this stuff on logistics and all kind of stuff on how to be free. So now I'm finding a way to make the money so that my freedom can come with the money and I can really get up and go. I have a 3-year plan. I said by 53, I'm fully out of it. I'm going to have something going to come up. I'm working on something. I don't know what it is. That by 53, your girl is doing whatever she want to do. So I'm at 49. So really I have a 3-year plan. So it's 52. Because 50, 51, 52, that's 3 years. So really by 52, by this day, 3 years from now, I don't know what it is. I haven't put my finger on it yet. I don't know exactly what it is, the combination, how it's going to work. But I'm working towards being done. Being free. You get what I'm saying? Being able to do what I want when I want to do it, how I want to do it. And God is allowing me to feel it now. He's saying, damn, Kitty, look what you're doing. So he's saying, hey, now you just need to find a way to get the money. Find a way to make it happen, girl. And he's giving me stuff. He's throwing me out stuff. And he's saying if I pick it up. So I'm figuring it out. I just need to, like Beyonce, I be getting to the money. Everybody mad. And not saying everybody mad, I'm just singing that song in my head. Same old from the, I don't even know the words to that song, but anyway. But it's just finding a way to get the financial freedom that matches the time freedom. Because at one point in life, not one point, most of my life, I didn't even know time freedom was a thing. So working smarter is the goal. And so for everybody to sit back and think on, how can I work just a little bit smarter? How can I think different? And a lot of that is just mindset. Because if mama and daddy work themselves to the bone, and nobody really thought to think a little different, we don't know. We mimic what we see. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just we mimic what we see. And I'm starting to open my eyes to so much more. Just to see what else is out there. Be in my uncomfortable zone so that I can be comfortable. So that like this weekend. Oh God, if I could just, I would love to be on a cruise this weekend, y'all. I would absolutely, if somebody want to sponsor me, they can. I don't go with me, just sponsor me. Me and my daughter and my grandbaby. I would love to go on a cruise this weekend. This weekend is supposed to be beautiful weather. Beautiful weather. But then I look at it and I say, you know what? I do have a house with a pool. I can go sit by the pool if I want to. I say, hey, only thing is my grandbaby arm in a cast, so she can't get wet. She can't get her cast wet. And I know she gonna ask me and have me help her figure out every single way possible for her to get in that pool with that cast on. So if I have her and she getting in the pool gonna turn into work for me because I'm gonna have to keep watching her so she can't get the cast wet. Because that's gonna be the deal with her. She want to get in the pool, but she got a cast, and she got to be in that cast, that one for 3 weeks, and then she got to get another cast. So she ain't going to be able to get in the pool probably to June or something. And if I go sit by the pool, and all she can do is put her legs in, I'm telling y'all, I know her. She going to start out with her ankles. Then you going to look, she going to be at her calves. You gonna look, she gonna be at her knees. You gonna look, she gonna be at her chest with her arm up in the air because she ain't supposed to get her calves wet. I know her. She gonna figure out a way to get deeper, deeper, deeper. That means I got to sit there and man her not getting this dang on calves wet. Maybe I need to invent a cast that could get wet. Maybe that's something. But anyway, I just want to go live for a minute. Think of, just food for thought to work smarter, not harder. And, sometimes we'll get not mad, but we'll get discouraged looking at some people. How they get to do that? Yeah, he the CEO. He ain't got to do this. when we start to work with our brain, you make more money when you work with your brain. It's just that some people are scared to use their brain. They think that their brain is going to ooze out of their ears. So instead of thinking, they rather be doers. Because they think that, if they pick up a book and read, if they take a class, their brain going to ooze out and something going to happen to them. Or people have inferiority complexes and they don't like to take classes. They don't like to listen to books. Let's just say you're a person that don't read fast. I am not a fast reader, but I listen to books because my goal is to get the information. It's not how fast I read. I just need the information. But if you have a inferiority complex about how fast you learn, or you can't really read or stuff like that, sometimes that'll keep us from stretching ourselves also. So instead of going and fixing what the problem is, what we'll do is we'll just stay in the background and live a life that we don't want to live, and then hold animosity in our hearts for people who are living a life that they wanted to live. And that person who may be living the life that you want to live, they may have had a reading problem, but they may have gone and fixed it. They may have had bad teeth. Sometimes bad teeth will keep you back, but they went and got braces. They may have thought that they weren't the cutest person but then they went and got their hair done. So whatever it is that's keeping you back from you stepping out and being the best version of yourself, what I say is go find a way to work on it and fix it so that you can live the life of your dreams and that your family can benefit from that. Because what will happen is when people start watching you elevate, they'll want to elevate. You're going to have some people that's going to fall off, but that's good because you ain't got to deal with them. But when they see you, stepping out of your comfort zone and trying to do better, that'll inspire other people. You get what I'm saying? Because I would have never thought when I was a 17-year-old at Beulah Bill and I had my daughter, I would have never thought that I would be this person right here on this live talking. I felt inferior because I was a teenage mom, not thinking about I was at a school full of teenage moms. But I felt inferior because of those circumstances. I would have never thought that little young girl would be this woman that I am. And I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of that 17 and 18-year-old mom. Like I look back and I realized back then I had what I call grit. I just didn't even know it. I call it, I do what it takes to make it happen and make it happen. Didn't know it though. As I got older, I started seeing it. Like I bought my first house. I had my first house built and it wasn't a Happy Jack. Nothing wrong with them. But I was working for a mortgage company and I had my first house built at 25 because I stayed in Monaco Arms, which Monaco is not bad because Monaco, they only have 2 bedrooms and 1 bedrooms. So you ain't got to worry about Tay and all her 10 kids living there. So it's not project-ish because they don't have a lot of kids that live over there. You in one apartment, max 2 kids. But anyway, and I got a job at Homeside Lending and I learned how to do mortgages and purchase a house. So at 25, I had my house built because I wanted my daughters to live in a house. But I grew up in a house with my mom and dad. So that's just what I was used to. So I didn't think about I was doing what I saw, but I was. And then I started seeing the different things that I was doing over in my life. And now I look back and realize I had grit. I just didn't know what grit was and know that I had it. And if somebody would have told me, baby, I could have been a monster. That's funny. But anyway, I'm proud of me. So some people may be like, this, I don't give a damn what they say. But I'm actually proud of me. And that's something to ask yourself. Are you proud of the person that you are? And if you're not, soul search and write it down to say, what can I do to make myself proud of me? Because we're our people, they be in their 40s, they'll be in their 50s, and they would have never, ever felt proud of themselves. I know people right now my age who are really disappointed in themselves. And they won't even do what it takes to get to the point where they can be proud of themselves. Because what they're doing is they mask it. So instead of addressing it and then figuring out how it makes you feel, what it would do to make you feel proud, they just mask it. And then they end up being like really unhappy. Because they would have never felt what it feels like to be proud of yourself. And I want everybody in life to be proud of themselves. I'm really proud of me. I'm really happy for me. I really am. Not saying that all the times are roses and strawberries. Not saying that all the times are super great. But at the end of the day, I actually am proud of this woman that I have become. And I know my daddy, who passed when I was 28, is in heaven looking down saying, look at my baby. I know if he was here right now, my daddy would be so proud of me. I know it. He was always proud. I'm telling y'all, my daddy, he used to take me to school every morning when I used to go to Beulah Bill. He'd stop me by McDonald's and I'd get a sausage biscuit. Baby, that sausage biscuit was so good back then. That thing tastes like nasty rubber now. I can't stand it. But back then, every morning he would take me to McDonald's and get me sausage biscuit. And I put the jelly on it, give me an orange juice, and I go to school. Some mornings I throw it up. It's all right. But I know what I know. And I know for a fact Eugene Watley would be really proud of me, Dietrich, Tracy, and Dion, Dominique, and Mo. And his grandbaby Camille. I know he would. So my takeaway from here is find out, soul search, and ask yourself what it would do to make you proud of yourself. What would it take to make you happy? And then go out and start doing it. And don't include nobody else in it. This is something that has to be all on you. Don't say, well, my husband act like this, and if he did like this, then I'll be happy. If the kids did this, then I'll be happy. Ask yourself, what can you do on your own that does not involve anyone, unless it's a therapist or a fitness trainer, that does not involve anyone else making you happy. If they change their ways, then this. Do that. Don't go out and find what it takes for only you to change your ways. You can use other people to help. You can use a therapist. You can use a trainer. You can use a dietitian. You can use a dentist. Stuff like that. Those are helpers in your journey. But not, if they do this, then I will be at peace. Take them out of your equation. Take the wife who won't act right out of the equation. Ask yourself, what will it take for me to make me be at peace in my life? Don't say, hey, if my wife cooked on Sunday, then I'll be happy. Take anybody like that out of the equation. Just ask yourself, what would it take for you to do it? And then implement that into your life. Hey, Queen Lady, implement whatever it would take to make you happy into your life, regardless of what it is. It's going to hurt at first because you're going to have to drop people. You're going to have to change lifestyles. You thought one thing was going to be one way and it's not. You're going to have to see people for who exactly they are and not who you want them to be. Many of us, especially women, we suffer from that, especially with our men. We see our man for what we want him to be versus what he actually is. And then we get disappointed over and over and over because he's being what he is, not what you want him to be. When you should be disappointed in yourself because you kept seeing him for what you wanted him to be versus just letting him be who he is. Somebody for everybody. And if he is like that and that ain't what suits you, we have to let it go. Allow him to go find the one for him. I'm telling you, one of the hardest things I had to do was my divorce. I had to break my own heart with my divorce. And not saying I don't love my ex-husband. I do. I still care for him. But I had to realize that I was not the person for him. When I finally realized it broke my heart so much. I realized that I was morphing and pretending, eventually I was pretending to be what he wanted that kept him happy versus being who I am that kept me happy. And it's a lot in between. It's a lot in between. And I'm not going to blame him for anything because he's not a bad guy at all. I haven't really met anybody that, meets up to him. I really haven't. But I had to break my own heart because it was like, if I stayed doing this, one of us will always be unhappy. He would be unhappy because I'm me. And this is my personality. Or I would be unhappy because I'm masking my personality to morph into the person he wanted me to be. And I could have possibly sold him the other person. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's a lot in between. But that was one of the hardest things I ever did was that divorce. That was hard because I thought that life, I thought we would be together right now. And I don't know, now I look back at it thinking, damn, I was 30. Why would I think my life at 30 would be exactly the same at 49? That's just crazy. And many people get caught in that. They think that their life at 30 would be the same life at 49. And it's not. I probably changed 7 times since 30. I probably have changed 7 times since 30. But right now, I'm telling y'all, this lady here, look, I call myself a girl. I am really at peace with Kitty. And I really call myself Kiki. So I'm at peace. But anyway, what time is it? Okay, it's 11:26. I need to get me something to eat and I need to get on this webinar. All right, nice tuning in. Thank you.